Welcome back. Now, hundreds of people living in Zolani informal settlement in Dunoon near Cape Town say they've lost everything after an electrical fire razed more than 30 shacks last night. Residents say they're facing the prospect of a Christmas without a roof over their heads, with many saying they were never able to fully recover. The latest fire was one of a number in the province in recent days. The City of Cape Town disaster management teams and humanitarian aid organizations have been working to assist fire victims during what's typically the fire season in the Western Cape. Newzroom Afrika's Latashia Naidoo reports.
A devastating start for the community of Zolani Township in Dunoon in Cape Town when on Wednesday evening an electrical fire broke out as a result of what's believed to be an illegal electricity connection, causing the fire to spread through around 30 shacks in the settlement, leaving over 150 people displaced. And this just days before Christmas Day. People have lost absolutely everything. They're literally walking around with just the clothes on their backs. But this is also a particularly devastating time for communities around the Western Cape, especially in informal settlements where the risk of electrical fires breaking out, and also this being fire season, also exacerbating factors and making more dangerous for these communities. But here to tell us more is Ali Sable from the Gift of the Givers humanitarian aid organization. Ali, a very busy start to the festive season for the Gifts of the Givers. We know that December is typically fire season in the Western Cape, but this year seems to have gotten off to a, no pun intended, but fiery start with the sheer volume of fires that we're hearing about in and around the province.
It has indeed come at very early months, because we normally start in November preparing for the disasters over the festive period. But in October already we received calls from numerous informal settlements. Our teams have been to every informal settlement literally in the Western Cape assisting with fire disasters. Just in the last 48 hours, where we have a team in the Chester Williams informal settlement in Paul. On Tuesday morning, a number of structures burnt out there, over 50 people displaced. Yesterday afternoon, the Old Foray Road informal settlement in Mufaleni. And then late yesterday evening, we received a call from this informal settlement informing us that strong winds is exacerbating the fire. We know the fire department was on site. All credit due to them with the strong winds. They managed to contain the blaze. We thought it would be a much bigger blaze than expected. But our teams are en route here to extend that hand of humanitarian assistance. We will be here for the next few days, but it's a very bleak Christmas, not only for this communities, but many other communities around the Western Cape. We know people in these informal settlements, they saved many months to provide for the families over this period. And unfortunately, all their belongings have burnt out, all the food they have bought out, the stockpile food they saved for, the new clothing they saved for. And unfortunately, in some of the informal settlements, we found that families have left to the Eastern Cape already. And when they come back home, there will be no home they'll be coming back to, as everything has been completed.
The reality that some families have left to go back to their respective homes and will return to communities and settlements like the Zolani Township and find nothing. Their shacks razed to the ground in this unfortunate fire. I'm told that in this community alone, in the Dunoon area, there have been 9 similar fires since December last year, leaving families completely devastated and displaced just before the start of Christmas.